even though I will flourish, cause I am going for it. I will get victory, and I have no doubt about my route. In the echo crowd will hear my winners shout. You've been trying but your tires quit while I pronounce this shit. Maybe bounce to bits or you lose run quick, cause my wear is sick. You got grip for days while I got grip for weeks.
Don't stop, get it.
That's real.
Don't stop, you can win it.
I will, I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
You can do it, put more fight into it.
I can do it, put more gas into it.
You can do it, put more fight into it.
I can do it, put more gas into it.
Put more fight into it.
Put more gas into it. Now all I wanna do is have fun with my track, but fast ones need to wheel, oh they got some. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, we be buzzing, cooking more than in the oven. This is for the people who love to play. Extra love for the ones throwing assists away. But if you lock your brakes or your traction fails, just make sure you don't collect anyone on your way. Cause you're among mates and the life is great. We can all have a laugh how in the turn you go straight. In the end this is not really some gangster shit. Here no triggers click, only when batteries lit.
Don't stop, get it.
That's real.
Don't stop, you can win it.
I will, I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
You can do it, put more fight into it.
태양이가 좋아하는 랜덤 게임 게임 스타트. 아파트 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 kissy face sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on, yeah. Come give me something I can feel. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? See tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the 아파트 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 아파트
It's whatever you like. Turn this opposite into a club. I'm talking drink, dance, smoke, freak, party all night. Come back, girl, what's up? Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
아파트 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 Hey, so now you know the game. Are you ready? Cause I'm coming to get you. Hold on, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Hold on, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
Just meet me
just meet me at the just meet me at I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out, no need to take it slow. I'm stepping to you toe to toe. I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive, 1999 heroes. I ain't worried about it right now. Swimming in the floods, dancing on the clouds below.
I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn. But I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush, but I couldn't get enough. It was a rush, but I gave it up. It was a crush. Now I might have wanna said too much, but that's all it was. So I gave it up. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush. I kept saying I'ma stay in touch, but that thing went bust, so I gave it up. Ooh, no tricks, no bluff. I'm just better off without them cups. Yeah, the sun won't set on us. Ooh, 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 yeah. When low, when high, still waters run dry. Gotta get back in the groove. I ain't never heard it. When low, when high, what matters is enough. Getting right back in the mood. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now I found another crush. The lush life giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. Now I found another crush. The lush life giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now I found another crush. A lush life giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. Now I found another crush. The lush life giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let.
At 18,000 revolutions per minute, this isn't music. This is the scream of science. This is the inner world of pneumatic valve springs, of mean effective pressure, 300 brake horsepower per liter of displacement. The quest for the perfect four-stroke V8 naturally aspirated reciprocating engine. And in the middle of the hot metal, the carbon, the alloy technology, sits flesh and blood. Rising out of its carbon fiber monocoque, the coolest head. These are the eyes that can pick out a face in the crowd, as if motion were being slowed down. Not passing in a blur at 200 miles per hour. This is the pure mathematics of angles and aerodynamics, the physics of G-forces and friction, and the raw instinct to race. These are the masters of speed. This is Formula One.
is a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. But for one last time, I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I died 1,000 times. And maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just drive. Breathing out or breathing in. Broken down, but I will live to fight again for one last time. I take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I died 1,000 times. But maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just drive. There is a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I died 1,000 times. And maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just drive.
Welcome everyone, and welcome back to Wheel Racing. This week we have round 9 in D2, and we are in Singapore this weekend. It's just a normal week, so we've got short quali, which will be followed by a 50% race, and I'll be interested to see the weather, which it looks dry. So it looks like we're going to have a dry qualifying session. I'm going to quickly mute the Discord. So I'll just keep hearing that ping. There we are. Rain the whole race, Kyan says. Oh, oh no. Interesting. Well, cursor. Right, so it's going to be interesting now because I presume most people will go for a wet setup. I'm guessing so. I mean, it's Singapore, so your wings are going to be quite high anyway, regardless. But yeah, so I think qualifying is going to be quite important, as it is going to be difficult to overtake in the rain. Not as easy as it would be in the dry. Looks like Void is the first man out on track. Take the tyre off. Oh, yeah, we'll leave tyre off fastest lap on. Right, there we are. We're all set. Yeah, tricky map. Tricky track, Singapore. Especially this little section here. I think we saw that take Jonas as prisoner yesterday. Missed his front wing entirely, but took his front wing and Void tapping the wall on his outlap. He has got hot lap enabled, so he's wasting some of his battery. He's got overtake mode on for some reason when he's on an outlap, so he's not going to start his lap with 100% ERS. I think it's Concept who's behind him. Yes, it is. But we're right on board with Void. As he starts to burn a bit of his ERS as we head into the first corner. Little chicane. Carries some nice speed there, to be fair. Careful not to get bogged down on the exit. You want to maximise your track width here. Give yourself the best exit as we run down the first DRS straight. Flat out through this little kink on the track. And then into a heavy braking zone. Down into third gear, but an even heavier braking zone. It's a right angle turn. I'm sure we'll see a lot of prisoners there today. He's maximising all that track. Keeping the distance, keeping the speed going. Now into the tricky sector 2. As we come towards the bridge, he taps the wall on the left hand side, misses the apex on the right. Pick your braking point. Oh, he hits the wall. That's cost him damage. You can see his front wing end plate there. He's going to struggle for the last section of this track. He's going to struggle here. He hit the wall on the exit on his out lap. Gets through there on this lap. Cayenne retires from the session, and so does Alfie. They are both have got quali bands. Into the final few corners, he's struggling now with that. Struggling getting the car turned in. Final few to go. Careful not to invalidate, and somehow he doesn't. Crosses the line with a 1:31.0. Concept, can he beat that? McLaren crosses the line. Of course he can with a 1:27.2. That's a very nice lap from him. Alezu will be next to cross the line. He's only got a few corners to go and needs to make sure he doesn't invalidate. Oh, well in distance there. Crosses the line, a 1:30.4. He goes second for the time being. I think that's Jundy starting a lap. Raj Volsa will be next to cross the line. Raj Volsa goes P2, so half a second off the McLaren driver. 5/10 difference. We've got Haas of Lazarus about to start his lap. Welcome to Wheel, by the way. Making his debut today. Elias is next across the line. He sits a 1:29.4 as Wide Vader is behind him. I think the Red Bull got out of the way. Yeah, he did. We've got Mercedes crossing the line. That's JW Curtis starting his lap. And we've got a Williams coming down the back straight. Is it a Williams or is it an Alpine? It's an Alpine of Morgan. Lifts a little bit, burning the last bit of ERS. She goes P3 with a 1:28.6. McLaren, why is a McLaren in P1? Sorry, why is a McLaren in P1? We're only 5 minutes in. People sit in the first few laps. Boyd dives into the pits, as does Concept. Jundy will be next across the line. He is on the hard tyre, so he's doing a bit of warm-up. He likes to do this, go out for a few laps on the hard tyre, just get used to the track. Good enough for P5, at least. Who we got crossing the line next? Raj Volsa on his way back into the pits. We'll keep an eye on Lazarus. Misses the apex slightly there. Slow through that last bit of chicane. Can he keep his foot planted? It's a little lift. Crosses the line, P8. Wide Vader, our championship leader, shows us why he is our championship leader and goes P1 with a 26.9. The first driver to get into the 1:26s. JW Curtis next across the line. P4 for him. 28.2. So half a second bridges P3 and P4 at the moment. Elias is into the pits. Got an Alpine. It's Morgan trundling back towards the pits. Alpha Terry Wolf on his out lap. About to start his. We're right on board with the McLaren driver as he heads into turn 1. Misses the apex on the first, takes the curb for the second. Oh, gets a bit of oversteer on the turn 3. A a little bit of a scruffy lap, a few missed apexes as we head towards the first DRS section. Pick your braking point, brakes about 75 metres, takes that curve very nicely into the 90-degree right-hander, using the curve for a bit more rotation. It's a bit better from the McLaren driver, starting to hit some apexes now. There we see the George Russell corner. Head towards the bridge section, utilising as much track as you can. Getting as far right, getting a good exit on the exit as we head down the second DRS section. Another 90-degree right down into third gear. Careful not to invalidate too far left over that white line. Will see your track time deleted. Last chicane, he's down to third gear. Taking a little bit of both curves, you've got to be really careful there. You can really unsettle the car, as can these last few. Crosses the line, P6, just in front of Elias by 3 tenths. Who we next across the line? Twiggy's just starting his lap. Jundy is a tenth up, but he's still on them hard tyres. He'll probably box as we get about 4 minutes in. Here or there. Stays P8, so we'll round him over Twiggy then. And he comes towards turn 4. No, it's not. Oh, it was somewhere else. Went into sector 2, the bridge section. Riding the curves nicely. The car looks very settled. Using all that track there on the right hand side, getting the throttle down as soon as you can. Yeah, you'll see this white line there. You go too far left of that, that will invalidate your time. So you got to be really careful with that. Teammate currently P11. I imagine Twiggy will improve on that. I think he'll be looking to go somewhere around P8. And that is exactly what he does. P8 for Twiggy, 29.5, only half a tenth behind Elias. So good first lap for him. We will see the Big Spartan also retire at some point, as Cayenne, the Big Spartan and Alfie all have quali bans for today's race, which is very important because it's going to be a wet race, so they're going to struggle from the back to try and get some overtakes done. But 15 runners today, I think getting across that finish line is the most important thing. And just bringing it home might be able to see you get points today. Anybody on a lap? Chundi, Raj Bosa. Raj Bosa crossed the line. He went improved by 6 tenths. That's a great improvement for him. He goes P2. His teammate Void, can he improve? He improved by 6 tenths as well. That puts him up to P10. Better from him. Alezu just behind is about to cross the line though, as he's improving as well. So we could see that position. There we are, retaken. Back up to P10 for Alezu. Good lap for him. Elias, 1.3 seconds up on his time. Wow. What a lap this could be from Elias. Crosses the line, 7 tenths, so he's lost out in that last sector there to 28.7, but it could have easily been P5. Morgan was next to cross the line. She improved. She's up to P4 now, 128.1. Twiggy trundles his way back into the pits. Contact is about to start his lap, while Alpha Terry Wolf will be finishing. He's improving by 3 tenths. He's going to need more than that to try and climb some positions. Improves by 4 tenths, which bumps him up to P6, just in front of Elias by about half a tenth. JW Curtis starting his lap. Jundy coming across the line once again. Excuse me. Lazarus is on his outlap. We've ran and ball with JW Curtis, and I think he's going to be the next car on track to cross the line. Curtis, he's not practiced all week for this, I don't think. Or he's either that or he's really struggling in Singapore, one of the two. Currently sits P5. He's going to need a tenth and a bit to try and bump him up to P4 at the moment. But he's going to need a lot more than that to try and get into the top 3. He's going to need at least a second. Got that very nicely, get a good exit there. Got a McLaren out in front. I think that is AlphaTauri Wolf, who is not on a lap at the moment. Final few corners to go for the Mercedes driver. Can he put it in the top 4? Or has he got what it takes to put it in the top 3 even? It'll be a very good lap for him if he does. Crosses the line. It's P4, so he sets a 27.80, improved by 4 tenths. Good work there from the Mercedes driver. Jundy finally dives into the pits, as we've got 4 minutes 50 remaining of this session. Lazarus will be next across the line. He's going to need a lot to try and improve on where he is at the moment. Improves by 9 tenths. Keeps in P12. He's going to need at least another 7 tenths to try and, or even more than that now. Voi's just improved. He's got up to P10. Good effort from him. He's at the 29.777. Wide Vader dives into the pits, so I guess he wasn't improving. Both Hasses out on track. Tugi's gone for his outlap. Well, at the moment, Wide Vader looks clear. He's got 2 tenths on Raj Vosa. But we'll see if Raj Vosa or Concept have got what it takes to try and knock him off the top spot. Wide Vader currently leading the championship to his closest rival, Kyan, who has that quali ban this week. He's leading by 21 points at the moment. So this is his chance to try and claw ahead by even more points. We have got 3 races left after today. We've got Portugal, Vegas, and Brazil. Brazil is a sprint race. So this could be where the championship could be make or break. You never know. Singapore is a dangerous track. Could see a shock DNF by no fault of his own. You never know. But I'm sure a lot of drivers will be looking back after the end of the season and going, oh, if I hadn't have done this, I could have come here. If I hadn't have done this, etc. As Alesi is disqualified from quali for blocking the pit lane. So I think what has happened there is there was a car approaching. There was a Red Bull and a Williams approaching turn 1, and I think he's been going very slowly, simply to try and let them through. And the game's disqualified him. So very unfortunate for Alesi there, because Alesi is now going to start dead last this game. So yeah, he didn't have any malicious actions. He was just trying to simply get out of the way. Anyway, Twiggy coming down the second DRS straight. We've got 2 minutes left of this session, so unless Twiggy's got enough fuel for another run, this might be his last one. Even still, I think he'd have to. I think this might be Twiggy's last run anyway. Yeah, it definitely will be. Final few corners for him. Crosses the line, improves by 3.5 tenths, bumps him up, or keeps him at P8, sorry. But creates a big distance from him and Jundy, 4 tenths. Jundy about to start his lap. Who have we got on a lap at the moment? Morgan will be next. Morgan's on none, so I imagine she's bailed on her lap and she's trying to recuperate a bit of ERS. She's not going to have the full 100 though. Next across the line is going to be Concept. He's improving by 1.5. That'll be good enough for P2 at the moment, but he's going to need a bit more to try and take that top spot. He's improving by 5 tenths. He's on a great lap. Does the McLaren driver have what it takes to take pole in Singapore? Rajvosa and Wide Vader on their outlap, so the McLaren driver's gone early. Utilising the track width. Needs to make sure he doesn't invalidate. Takes it very nicely. Crosses the line, and it's good enough for pole. It's a 26.8. Wide Vader about to start his lap. Rajvosa preparing for his final lap. Morgan out on her lap. JW Curtis just beginning his. Who have we got crossing the line next? Most of the people are on outlaps at the moment. So, Concept on provisional pole. Jundy will be next across the line. It'll be his first lap on the soft tyres. So he should improve on P9. Where can he put his Williams? Crosses the line. It's good enough for P4. It's a 27.3. It's a good lap. Elias next across the line. He's a tenth and a bit up. He moves up to P7. Knocks AlphaTauri Wolf down to P8. Morgan next across the line. She oversteers on the final corner. Improves by a tenth and a half. She's up to P6. The big one next, Wide Vader. Does he have what it takes to knock the McLaren driver off the top spot? He's improving by 4 tenths. It's looking like a very good lap for the Sauber driver. I think he just needs to get this last few corners out of the way, bring it home, and it will be good enough. Oh, he oversteers on the penultimate corner. Will that affect him? Crosses the line. Pole position for Wide Vader by half a tenth. Does Rajvosa have what it takes to knock him off the top spot? Or JW Curtis? JW Curtis pits. Rajvosa crosses the line. Oh, it's so close. It's 3 100ths. Rajvosa has to take home P2. Wow, AlphaTauri Wolf crosses the line. He improves by 3.5 tenths. Keeps him P8. And that is your quali order. Wow, how close that was at the end. 6 100 separates the top 3. Wide Vader, Rajvosa and Concept. You should all be very proud of your quali laps. What a great qualifying session. But it's a dry race, it's a dry quali, but it's a wet race, so we will see what that will entail. Excuse me, there we go. So just less than 6 100 separates the top 3. Jundy half second off the pace, and then only 5 tenths from P5 all the way down to P8. Alezu getting disqualified, unfortunately, from that qualifying session. Alfie, Dubig Spartan, and Cayenne all on quali bans. So yeah, very, very interesting. I'm expecting Jundy P1, Wide Vader P2, and Michael P3. Says half. Yeah, Jundy's got what it takes. I don't think he'll be quick enough for for Wide Vader today, if I'm honest. Michael, we've not seen his pace, obviously, because he's got the quali ban, but we shall see. We shall see. Let us check in with the Division 2 chat, see if we've got any updates. So the drivers are being told to ready up at 55, which is in exactly 60 seconds. So in about 90 seconds, we should be getting this race underway. Yeah, this could be an interesting race for any drivers that are watching. Please take it easy on lap 1. Duke says Cayenne driver of the day, P12 to P1. Excuse me. Yeah, Duke said Cayenne driver of the day, P12 to P1. I'd love to see it. I mean, it'd be great for the championship battle. Only 3 races left. Everybody will be choosing their setups now. Any last minute adjustments? I will be curious to see if we're going for the wet tyres or the intermediate tyres. I won't dare to go into race director just in case I get stuck in it and it kicks me out. And I miss the race start. But it is 55 now, so we should be getting this race underway any second. There will be a short run to turn 1. And it'll be a slow one as well with the wet weather. Should have lights out anytime soon. Here we are. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights in Singapore. And away we go. Hopefully everybody can get away clean. Y Vader doesn't get the best start. He's bogged down. Rajvosa and Concept both ahead by turn 1. Let's move down the back of the grid. The Alpine getting close to the Mercedes. Haas going off track. The Alpine and V-Carb side by side. And that is Cayenne going up the inside of the Haas driver. He's already up into P9. What a start to this race. Jundy's dropping down the pack a little bit. He's down into P6. Morgan overtaking him. Lazarus and Alfie battling for P14, P15. We've got a Red Bull side by side and a McLaren driver side by side. The Alpine going down the inside. That's Cayenne making up another position. And is he going to try and make it another? Is he going to go around the outside? It'll be audacious. He's a side by side with the Red Bull. And he makes it work. Wow, what an overtake from Cayenne. What pace he is showing at the beginning of this race. Morgan up into P4. She's managed to make an overtake on JW Curtis. What a good start she's had to this race from P6 to P4. Duke said, I told you. He's still got another 7 more positions to go yet, but yeah, Wide Vader not getting a good start to this race. Rajvosa's leading us. There will be no DRS, and that is what the strategies are saying. It's looking like a 1-stop on wet weather tyres. Everybody keeping formation as we head down the order. Boy dropped to the back of the grid. He's still got his front wing intact though. Missed what happened there. Everybody looking like they've had a good start to this race. Well done to you all. So a gap's starting to form a little bit in between Y Vader and Morgan. There'll be no DRS. JW Curtis not taking the optimal line there, and that is Cayenne looking to go past Jundy. Cayenne breaks early, tucks in behind. Jundy almost running into the back of the Mercedes driver. Cayenne looking to get these moves done very early. Yeah, very wet, Husky. Very wet. Great to see you, by the way. Oh, you're doing well. Cayenne, will he make a move down the DRS straight? He's gaining. Jundy covers the inside. Cayenne breaking deep. Jundy goes long. Keeps it in between the lines. Cayenne has to stay P7 at the moment, and now he's under pressure from Elias. Elias looking to do what Cayenne did to him on the last lap around the outside. 2 months till I graduate, then maybe a return. I would love that. On the new game as well, which hopefully will be better. Hopefully. So Rajvosa still leads us. Concept and Wide Vader sticking with him. Morgan has got a gap of around 3.7 seconds now. But as we all know, this could change in an instant with a safety car. Jundy gaining on the back of JW Curtis. He could do with him trying to get an overtake on him just to protect himself from Cayenne behind. Yeah, I did a couple lots 3 days ago and remembered why I uninstalled this year's game, but if next game's good, I'll be there. Yeah, don't blame me. Yeah, hopefully it'll be better. Wide Vader takes the fastest lap of this race. The Big Spartan makes a move on Alezo, going around the outside before he hits the final corner. Will Alezo try and come back with a response for turn 1? No, he won't. Drifting through turn 1, you can see how tricky the conditions are out there. Well, we've already done better than the Australian Grand Prix. The Big Spartan goes wide. Alezo looking to go up the inside into turn 3. The Big Spartan backs out, cuts the corner a little, but I think he might get a better run than the Aston Martin driver. He's going to pull up alongside. Who's going to be the better of the late breakers? The Big Spartan's already in front. Gets that move done. Good racing between the pair. Who was that side by side? Saw somebody. There we go. Kyan and Jundy still battling it out. Jundy putting up a great defence, but he's losing time to JW Curtis. 1.2 seconds adrift now. And JW Curtis starting to catch up to the back of Morgan just a little bit. But Morgan really falling off the back of the top 3 now. Top 3 doing a great job at the moment. All within at least 1 second. Concept was falling off the back of Rajvolsa just a little bit. I think we'll start to see quicker lap times coming in as people get comfortable with the braking zones. Kyan itching to get past Jundy, as there we are. We see Rajvolsa take the fastest lap of this race. Jundy taking a more shallow line there. Difficult to overtake in the rain. Jundy going wide. I guess he's going for the better exit, which he does get. It's important you get a good exit here, down into the DRS straight. No DRS enabled while we have wet conditions. And I believe it is wet for the full race. Jundy pulling off the racing line there. JW Curtis also applying pressure to the Alpine out in front, so both Alpines in a battle at the moment. Wide Vader, Concept and Rajvolsa. You can see how heavy the rain is. Yeah, wet Singapore looks really not fun. No. No. I mean, no retirees yet, to be fair. Everybody's running a clean race. Alfie's down at the back and drifting offline. I'm not sure what happened to him because Boyd was... Oh, I say this, we've got a yellow flag. Wide Vader and Concept. What has happened between them two? Concept is missing a large chunk of his front wing. Wide Vader looks unscathed. Concept has to pit. There's no way you can make it round Singapore. Yep, there we see him into the pits. And with very tricky conditions. I imagine he'll be boxing for a new set of wets and a new front wing. There we are, the new front wing is being put on. Everybody gaining positions from that. I'm not sure what happened there, but Wide Vader is now 2 seconds away from Rajvolsa. Rajvolsa, our winner last week, but was taken off him due to after race penalties. He'll be looking to try and get his first legitimate wheel-to-wheel racing win under his belt. So the front two kind of running away with it now. 9 seconds adrift. Oh, as Kyan looking to go up the inside of Jundy there. These four, again, all very good races, all very respectful races. So these are great battles. I don't think we'll see any position changes as we come down into the bridge section. JW Kurt's going a bit wide there. That left him a bit open to Jundy, who's pushing him along. You got to be careful you don't run into the back of someone on this very right-hand corner, which Jundy almost does. People had different braking zones, different lines, and Jundy didn't get the best exit there. Kyan's still not quick enough to try and shove his way through the pack. Will he get a better exit? No, he's not got the straight line speed. Raj also setting the fastest lap once again, increasing that gap by 2.1 seconds. Curtis not close enough to make a move on Morgan. Is Cayenne close enough into turn 1? No, he's not. He got a better exit in the final corner. Cayenne, I can imagine, he's starting to get a little bit frustrated now. He's been stuck behind Jundy for a few laps after what was an amazing start to this race. You see drifting around the streets of Singapore. Will we see any moves down the DRS straight? JW Curtis pulls out wide. Will he think about going down the inside? No, he won't. Will Cayenne? No, Cayenne stays behind. Another important corner. You've got it. Oh, JW Curtis going wide. As I say that, you've got to make sure you don't run into the back of somebody. It's not really a corner you can brake late at. Cayenne itching for some grip to try and make a move on Jundy in front. I think Cayenne is quicker out on track at the moment, but Jundy's putting up an amazing defence, I must say. As you can see how close all the cars are on track. The big Spartan half a second away from Twiggy as they come through the bridge section. Doesn't look like there's going to be any more overtakes. Rajvosa setting the fastest lap once again, quickly taken off him by Wide Vader. So Wide Vader starting to show a little bit of pace now. Still 2 seconds from the V car out in front. You can see every car drifting into the final corner. Ryan pulls up to the inside to try and dummy Jundy into going deep, but I don't think the Williams driver is falling for that. So no DRS is clearly showing how hard it is to overtake. Any other day of the week, Morgan would probably lose 2 positions here, maybe 1. But she imagine stay out in front. We've got an Alpine at the front of this back and an Alpine at the back. Jundy once again going in deep. Concept making a move on Void. He's up into P13 and he's got Lazarus in his sights next. I'd love to know what happened with the McLaren and the Sauber. I just saw a yellow flag, and then by the time I got to them 2 were together. But I don't know if anything actually ever happened or if Concept just went a bit wide. So the top 2 really showing the pace out in front. 14 seconds, 16 seconds from Rajvosa. So the top 2 really showing immense pace. Out on track, Rajvosa setting the fastest lap once again. Is that going to be taken by Wide Vader? No, it's not. Oh, Morgan dummied a pit entry there, I think. It might have been oversteer, I'm not sure. But Jundy once again taking that shallow line into the first corner. Or into the last corner, should I say. I don't think we'll see intermediates this race. The rain does look quite heavy. Curtis getting a bit closer to Morgan now. Morgan not getting a good exit. Does JW Curtis have the straight line speed to make an overtake on the Alpine? Looking around the fast Flander. He's side by side. Can both cars make it through? Morgan stuck in the wheel of the Mercedes. Oh, and then she gets awfully close. Tree gets in the way. JW Curtis manages to make that move. Morgan looking to make a reattempt to overtake down the inside, but sensibly backs out. So JW Curtis finally gets that move done, and These 4 positions are for a podium, by the way. This is for the final space on the podium. We are only on lap 8, so we're not even a third of this way through this race, and a lot can change, especially with safety cars. It'd be interesting to see when people box, because I imagine they'll be boxing for the same tyre. Will JW Curtis be able to stretch his legs out a little bit now? He's already gained 1.1 seconds out on Morgan. Raj also continuing to set the fastest lap. So Morgan under a little bit of pressure from Jundy now. Jundy in an Alpine sandwich. Oh, it's close under turn 1. Thought Jundy was going to go straight into the back of the Alpine driver, taking the wide line there, going for a better exit. That was slowing Cayenne down. This is what cost Morgan on the last lap. This is where JW Curtis managed to make an overtake. Concept setting the fastest lap of this race there. Void battling out with Concept. Concept making a move on Alezo. He's going up the inside. Alezo going deep. McLaren gets that move done. I think it was Lazarus and Void battling out earlier. Void up into P13. The top 12 will take home points today. So JW Curtis managed to stretch his legs by 1.6 seconds already after getting that move done on Morgan, which she goes deep. She's going to get a better run than Jundy, but they're going to be side by side. Who's willing to burn more ERS? It looks like Jundy is going to head out in front. No, Morgan gets the inside. They both tap wheels. Morgan lets the teammate go. Jundy comes out on top for that one. Jundy up into P4. Morgan from P3 all the way down to P6 now. So she's gone from being the leading Alpine to the Alpine at the back of this pack. Cayenne will he be next to make a move on Jundy? He's been stuck by that Williams rear wing all this race after an amazing start. Let us have a look at our winners and losers of today. So there we are, Cayenne gaining 7 positions in this race. I think he did that all in the opening lap or so. No, I think he gained 6 in the opening lap, and he's just gained 1 now on his teammate. JW Curtis up 2. Rajavosa starting P2, but had an amazing start. Yep, everyone's on wets. Everyone. The Big Spartan after his quali ban is up 3 positions. Concept after losing his front wing in an altercation somewhere is down 8 positions, but he is on the fresher wet tyres. As Boyd becomes the first driver today to get a 3-second time penalty. As Concept is now applying pressure to the Big Spartan. And there we are, everybody's on wet tyres, and we've had Concept and Alfie both stop. Excuse me. Apparently it's raining all race. It's wets for the full race. Concept trying to make a move on the Big Spartan here. It's a very difficult part of the track to make a move on. He's going up the inside of the Big Spartan, banging wheels. The Big Spartan will probably get the better exit. But Concept has the better traction. He's now up into P10 with Twiggy next in his sights. Move back up towards this battling pack with Cayenne and Jundy. He's still stuck behind the Williams driver. Rajvosa stretching his legs now. He's 3.6 seconds away from Wide Raider. I think the most important thing for Rajvosa here, which they'll be glad to see, if the safety car does come out now, he has a guaranteed free-ish pit stop. He would only lose a maximum of 1 position. Which JW Curtis 17 seconds adrift at the moment. Jundy getting a slow exit there. Concept getting that overtake done on Twiggy. Like it was around the outside on the DRS straight. Jundy and Kyan battling away. Can Kyan finally get this move done? The side by side coming down the DRS straight. He's finally done it. Kyan up into P4. It wasn't the DRS straight, sorry. But it was. Straight heading towards the bridge. So Kyan finally gets that move done, but he is 2.1 seconds away from a podium now. Does he have what it takes to catch up to the Mercedes driver? Based on his finishing position yesterday, I would say he does. Jundy, will he manage to keep with the Alpine driver? As Kyan has done all race. Morgan already 2.8 seconds adrift from the Williams now, so she's really lost out on that battle from ahead. Alpha Terry Wolf and Elias keeping each other company. Concept in a little bit of a race on his own now. He's 8 seconds adrift from his teammates after getting that overtake done on Twiggy. The big Spartan might be looking to try and overtake Twiggy next in a battle for P10. Taking a shallow line into the final corner. Twiggy going the long way round. Kyan already got that gap down to 1.5 seconds now from JW Curtis. Oh, Twiggy's back end stepping out as we head down the straight. Will that compromise him a little bit? I don't think the Williams is gaining enough. Williams doing well recently in the constructors. I've getting back-to-back wins. Jonas doing well in D1. Jundy's brought some stability into the team in D2. He's been getting consistent top sixes, I'd say. The big Spartan's been in a few incidents. But he's in a point scoring position at the moment. Fell off the back of Twiggy just briefly as we head through the tricky bridge section. Between this battle and Kyan and Curtis is the only two that within less than 2 seconds. But penalty though. Yeah. I'm curious to see when people pit. I wonder if Radvosa will just go into. Oh, he's drifting around there. Joined him at the perfect time. I imagine Radvosa will just keep on going until Wide Vader pits. Because he's really struggling for grip out there. We've got a yellow flag. That's Alfie. He's in the runoff area. He's still got his front wing intact. He's done well not to get any damage there. Just managing to get the car stopped in time. Good job from him. Currently sitting P15 at the moment. But he has pitted. The big Spartan catching up to the back of Twiggy. Just a second adrift at the moment. I think with it being wet and no DRS enabled, it is really making it difficult for some to make overtakes as he drifts onto the bridge. That puts him 1.3 seconds behind now than what he was when he entered the bridge. 2.6 now from the Haas driver, so that's a little bit of respite for Twiggy. We'll cut towards Kyan now, who's within a second of the Mercedes driver in front. Starting towards the back of the grid after his quali ban, and he's made his way up to P4 and he's got P3 in his sights. Wide Vader, I don't think he'll be happy to see Kyan behind him if he manages to get this overtake done on JDB Curtis. Especially if there is safety car. But I think P3 might be the best he could do today, Kyan. Which, don't get wrong, is an amazing performance. What a race it has been for him. As Lazarus and Void. Void gets 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. As well as his 3 seconds for track limits. Duke, can I hire someone to cause a safety car? Ibrahim's not available at the minute. Oh, neither's his mate as well. So, sorry. The 2 people that I know are fully booked. Void will come out in front of Alfie. Yep, he stays P14. Raj also extended his lead now to over 5 seconds. Diane just dropped off the back of the Mercedes just a little bit. Void gets another 3 seconds. Concept overtaking his teammate. Well, this looks fun. You know what? Surprisingly, it's been full wets and there's not really been any incidents. Concept lost his front wing, but I'm not sure if he just binned it in a wall or if he had something to do with Wide Vader. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been a very clean race from what I can see. I love full wet conditions. You should have been here yesterday. Duke can tell you how fun that was. As Jundy is pitted. I think it was it full wet yesterday. Is that Jundy on the inters? Has Jundy gone on the intermediate tyres? Let's have a look. Jundy is on the inters. There you are. You can see the green stripe. Right, let's have a look at our lap times. We'll leave that on there. How do you see your fastest laps, I think? Oh wow, help me out. Right, there we are. Alezu gets 3 seconds. So Jundy's quickest lap at the minute is a 45.317, which is a second and a bit off Rajvosa. So we'll keep an eye on him. Will intermediate tyres be the play? Jonas says go on Jundy. We're going to ride on board with him for a few laps just to see the state of these inters. Put Cap to lead it, of course. There you are, he is 52 seconds adrift. I imagine he will be gate. We got a safety car. What has caused the safety car? The leaders are both in the pits, so that's worked out. Oh no, Cayenne gets 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. What has happened here? Right, these two are trying to fight positions. That's just a ridiculous penalty. Why have we got a safety car? Alfie's got his front wing. Boyd's got his front wing. Can't see Lazarus. There we are. Oh! What the hell happened there? I don't know if Morgan was over Delta or what, but... Go on, Kaya, and get those 10 seconds. Well, so Rajvosa and Wide Vader, I'm not sure if Wide Vader pitted just at the right time. Sorry, the safety car came out, but I think Rajvosa pitted under green flag conditions. What have we all pitted for? Oh, interesting. Rajvosa's on the full wets. Wide Vader is on the inters. Curtis wets. Cayenne wets. Jundy inters. Morgan wets. Concept's gone to the inters. Good choice. AlphaTauri Wolf wets. Elias inters. Twiggy wets. The Big Spartan wets. Elezu wets. Lazarus in the pit lane. Lloyd on the wet tyres. Lazarus on the wets. And Alfie also on the wet tyres. So, a safety car has really grouped this pack together. So, What was probably only going to be a P3 for Cayenne could now be something more. Cayenne with them 10 seconds to serve. Take gap to leader back up. Could Rajvosa choosing the wet tyre cost him the win of this race? He was doing amazing before the safety car. Elias gets 3 seconds. As Chundi's in the pits again. So he's putting on a fresh set of inters, so he's going to lose 1, 2. Can he separate the McLaren drivers? Where's he coming out? 3 positions. Was it worth it? I don't think it was, personally. I see why he's done it. I do see why he's done it. I don't know if they're getting to the end of the race. I couldn't tell you what tyre wear is like on this track, especially with inters. But yeah, he's lost 3 positions there just for the sake of a fresh set of inters, which weren't that old anyway. So the safety car will try and bunch everybody up. It's caught up to Morgan at the minute. Just waiting for the 2 McLaren drivers next. Maybe AI. I mean, I know the AI is stupid, but surely not. Alejandro Garnacho. Oh god, what score is it? Oh, 2-0. Oh, Rasmus finally scored. Oh, it's about time we did something. Garnacho got the second a few minutes ago. Oh, congratulations, LM boy. You are beating 19th in the league. Did you see him at your AI in Silverstone? Yeah, I did, to be fair, but yeah, to be oh, who's that in the pits? It's that Concepts AI doing the exact same thing. Oh no. What's he pitting for? For a new set of intermediates. Maybe it was. Cayenne's gone for a new set of inters. What's going on? Oh, he's serving his 10 seconds. That might be smart. The only thing is with Cayenne, he could have done with doing that on the last lap. Sorry, not the last lap. A lap ago. Because he probably wouldn't have lost as many positions. Does he get out in front of the Ricard? Yes, he does. Sound extra husky, do I? Might be to do with the fact that I've been ill for ages. AI. It was AI. Was Cayenne's AI? I tell you what, I'll just ask Johnny. He's in the... Hello?
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny, did you
Yes.
pit
AI.
AI?
AI.
Right, okay. I think
Didn't need
you
to.
one of few drivers as well. I think you did it. I think Concept's done it.
Done it twice, Concept. And so's Cayenne.
Yeah, Concept needed to pit anyway.
we
pitted-
pitted early, didn't
When it first came out.
Yeah, but he changed to inters.
Yeah, I know. What was he on now?
He's gone to another set of inters. That was the AI pit.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He pitted when the safety car first came out.
That's what. Yeah, so he's only done it once under AI.
Oh, right.
What caused this
All right, okay,
safety car?
I don't know. It was a Lezu missing his full front wing, but I didn't actually see the incident.
What else were you going to say?
Cayenne, I think it's with AI as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why are we all fucking...
If I get 10 I've got 10 seconds for that.
Right, I'm blaming you.
Fucking...
The guy never changes. Right, Radrosa is going to get us back racing once again. He has got the full wets on, and Wide Vader is ready to go with his fresh inters. Radrosa gets us racing. What will the track conditions be like? He leads towards into turn 1. Everybody single file at the moment. But Wide Vader looking like he's got better traction. Concept making up a position early. He's up into P10. And you got the Alpine of Cayenne trying to go around the outside. I don't think he's got the grip quite yet. Or does he? He's pulling up alongside. He's making a move. He gets that done just. Cayenne up into P11. We'll move back towards the front of the grid. Rajvosa still leading. Don't forget, while we're in under safety car conditions, the track would have got a lot wetter. Will that play into Rajvosa's hands? We will find out. We've got 12 more laps of racing. Cayenne now. Oh, somebody losing front wing there. Concept looking to make a move on Twiggy. He's late at the breakers. Making them into his work. He's up into P9. Safety car? No? Yeah? Was that there before? No, we've not got a safety car. Rajvosa takes the lead back off Wide Vader. He goes deep just a little bit. Careful not to head into that wall. I think something happened with Alpha, I'm not sure what. Still got his front wing intact. So yeah, I think that safety car is just a visual glitch. So Jundy regained the positions he lost from AI. Trying to overtake AlphaTauri Wolf next. Wide Vader takes the fastest lap, so the inters are clearly quicker. He's pushing Rajvosa along at the moment. Cayenne making a move on Twiggy now into turn 1. Up into P9 for him. The guys in front all have penalties as it stands. Jundy, I imagine, from his verbal reaction, that he will try to get that removed. So Raj also managing to stretch his legs last time, but this time Wide Vader is sticking very close with him. Curtis not as close as Wide Vader, but he's still within a second. Morgan already 3 seconds of drifter, and we're already 2 laps after the safety car. Elias thinking about a move on Jundy. We'll all stay single file as we head towards the bridge. That is Jundy. Oh, it's getting a bit scrappy. I'm not actually sure what happened there. But Jundy's under pressure from Cayenne now. So Cayenne, who was stuck behind the Williams for such a long period of this race, manages to get the overtake done quickly. Jundy's missing a bit of his front wing. Where he's done that, I'm not sure. Concept, front wing is fine. Elias. Also front wing is fine. No, it's not. Missing the front right wing end plate. And we've got an Alpine off track. That is Cayenne. Rajvosa takes the fastest lap of this race. And that is Jundy into the pits once again. So Rajvosa setting the fastest lap. So is the intermediates quicker yet? Jundy dropping down the pack now. He'll drop all the way down to P14. Curtis fell off the back of the front two. He's 2 seconds adrift now. AlphaTauri Wolf sticking within the 1 second mark of the Alpine, but the teammate Cayenne is closing down on the McLaren driver. It's an Alpine McLaren of P4, 5, 6, 7. Concept, who started off this race in the top 3, now finds himself in P7 with 3 seconds at the moment. So he's got a bit more work to do to get up there. Cayenne taking a look on the inside of AlphaTauri Wolf. This is a little bit of respite for Morgan for the time being. She's slowly gaining on the McLaren driver. As AlphaTauri Wolf might have to see himself defend here. Lives to fight another day, but he doesn't get the best of exits. Cayenne, will we see him burn his ERS? Will we see him make a lunge to the inside? No, we won't. Concept shoveling the Alpine along as he's stuck behind his teammate. Having to lift heavily. He gets such a better exit on them intermediate tyres. He's going to go side by side into turn 1. Cayenne's going to have the outside line. AlphaTauri Wolf will have the inside line. AlphaTauri Wolf comes out on top. His teammate Concept sitting behind, waiting to make an overtake. And will this be now? Concept going down the inside. Oh, he's going to hit his teammate. I think he's going to have front wing damage there. It didn't make much of an impact on his teammate. But as you can see there, he is missing such a large chunk. And he's going to really struggle now. Cayenne going around the outside and he's tapped his teammate once again. Luckily, AlphaTauri Wolf manages to get out of both them hits alive. Well, that dropped Concept down all the way down to P8. So one missed braking zone in this wet weather condition is treacherous. Alezu and Void battling it out. Void going, Alezu, going down the inside. He's up into P11. Wide Vader still sticking with Rajvosa. We've got 9 laps of racing left. All this battle in the meantime has given Morgan a gap of 2.2 seconds, which is extended at the moment. Cayenne still stuck behind the McLaren. Cayenne down the inside into the final few corners. Gives the McLaren space, but he's going to get the better exit. He's going for the switchback. He's going down the inside. No, he's not. He's tucking in behind. The big Spartan gets 3 seconds. We'll see him move into turn 1. Alpine driver too far back. Concept is in the pits once again, which will be for another new front wing. And for a new set of intermediates. I say new, it might be the set he was on previous. Alezu going wide there into turn 1. Concept is going to come out P13. So still ahead of Jundi, who also got front wing damage. The big Spartan pushing Twiggy along. He's going to make a move for the inside. Both on wet weather tyres. The big Spartan taps the Haas driver. Twiggy keeping it in between the lines. Twiggy going deep at the next corner though, making sure he didn't put himself in the wall. Excuse me. Cayenne still pushing AlphaTauri Wolf along. Wide Vader gets 3 seconds. JW Curtis 2.8 seconds away, but it is gaining. So Wide Vader could then 3 seconds cost him towards the end of this race. He's 2 seconds adrift from Rajvosa now. Rajvosa really dominating race pace here. Even on the wet weather tyres. Cayenne's making him work, but this is giving flashbacks of Jundi at the start of this race. He was stuck behind the Williams, now he's stuck behind the McLaren, but he does get a very good exit out of the final corner. AlphaTauri Wolf looking to close that gap. Cayenne's going to have the outside line. Not brave enough on the brakes though. This in the meantime has allowed Elias to catch up to the back of this pack. Also on the intermediate tyres as the big Spartan passes Twiggy into turn 1. Twiggy looking to go up the inside, but that gap is quickly closed. The big Spartan up into P8, but Twiggy does not have any time penalties at the moment. So he might get that position back. Cayenne finally gets that moved on an AlphaTauri Wolf down in the first DRS straight. So he's now up into P5. Will Elias be able to make a move? He's also on the intermediate tyres. from watching AlphaTauri Wolf, I think your best place to try and make a move would be turn 1. Doesn't seem to get the best exit out of the final corner. But we'll keep an eye on that once again at the end of this lap. And quickly catching up to the back of a teammate, which I don't think she will apply much pressure. Wide Vader really caught up to the back of the big Spartan now. Not the big Spartan, Rajvosa, sorry. Only half a second away. Whether Rajvosa's had a moment somewhere. Right, we'll keep an eye on AlphaTauri Wolf. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Who's that? It's a pass. It's Lazarus. He's in the runoff area. He gets his car moving again. He will let the Williams through. But he manages to safely get out without causing a safety car. And his front wing intact. So we'll cut as Kyan overtakes his teammate. Sunset sets the fastest lap of the race. And he will currently take that point. He is down in P12 at the moment. Lloyd in front does have 19 seconds worth of penalties. Wide Vader pushing Rajvosa along now. So has the wets died? Rajvosa's really struck. Oh no, Wide Vader's just lost a massive chunk of his front wing. This could really cost him. It's a front wing end plate. Rajvosa really struggling now on those wet weather tyres. I wonder if they've just started to die with the track conditions being a little bit drier than what they were at the start of this race. Will Wide Vader pit? No, he decides to stay out. What he needs to be careful of, he doesn't get another 3 seconds. Especially with that front wing damage. Kyan, will he have enough what it takes? With 5 laps remaining, and he's got 9 seconds away from JW Curtis. So it will take something special. But we do have a yellow flag. Who is that? That is Void. He's gone off in the same place that Lazarus did, but he's got front wing damage. So he probably needs to get that box. That is quite a lot of damage. Not far away from the pits, only another corner to go. You can see how much impact it has though. He has 19 seconds worth of penalties and he will down to the pits and needs to go a bit slower than that. Especially for that front wing damage. Concept gets another 3 seconds, so that's 6 seconds for him now. So what started off in what was an amazing race has spiraled downwards after getting front wing damage twice. 2 sets of track limit penalties. He's currently sitting down in P11 at the moment. So he gets that front wing changed. Wide Vader still trundling along with that front wing damage. And he's keeping with Rajvosa, so Rajvosa must be really struggling on them tyres. He has still got his front wing intact. JW Curtis 6 seconds adrift now. Around the final corner we go as we start lap 27 of 31. Will Wide Vader make a move? No, he just chooses to stay behind. We've got a yellow flag. Oh, that is Rajvosa's teammate. It's the V-Carb. He's getting out of the way very quickly, which was good to see. I think he just came out of the pits at the wrong time there. A lot slower speed. Ibra law update. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'm sure you mean. So, Wide Vader looking like he doesn't want to make a move on Rajvosa. Either that or he's just not been confident enough on the brakes with that front wing damage, but he's pushing the V-Carb around now. Oh, I thought he was going to run to the back of him there. As Elias goes past the McLaren driver, but the McLaren driver gets that position back. Elias going deep on the brakes. It cost him a position on the exit. Elias does have 3 seconds, and AlphaTauri Wolf doesn't have any, so doesn't need to be a big fight. They'll more than likely get that position back at the end of this race. We've lost another driver into that runoff area. It's Boyd once again. He's kept his front wing intact this time, just about. Trying to find a safe place to exit. He comes out in between the Haas and the McLaren. Sorry, the Alpine and the McLaren. As under blue flag conditions, he lets the rest of the cars go. So Vaughan just needs to learn his lesson a bit in that corner. Yes, he is still banned. Yeah. No more Ibra. Oh, is Wide Vader looking to make a move? He's trying to go around the outside, which will be the inside for the next corner. Wide Vader side by side with Rajvolsa down into the braking zone. Oh, skidding. Rajvolsa somehow keeps it on track. I don't think there was any contact, but you can see how tricky the conditions are out there. I think Rajvolsa's tyres must be really burnt out with the track being a little bit drier. That's the only thing I can think of, because he was so strong on the wets in the first stint. But Wide Vader is just pushing him along, but he's got to be careful at moments like this, under the heavy braking zones, so he doesn't run into the back of the VCARB driver. So Cayenne 6.8 seconds away from the Mercedes driver with 3 laps to go this race, so he might have to settle for P4, which in all isn't too bad. I know he'll be frustrated after his AI pitting him and getting 10 seconds, but P4 isn't too bad for the championship. He just might need a little bit of luck in his favour in the next few races. That's if, obviously, Wide Vader makes it home in one piece. He's got that front wing end plate missing. Will he choose to just accept P2, or will he look to make a move on Rajvolsa in front? It depends if he thinks he can get them 3 seconds removed. Not close enough to make an overtake that time. Jundy gets 3 seconds. Alessi's missing a bit of his front wing. He's struggling just a little. Oversteering a little bit. He's currently in P11, so he's in a point scoring position at the moment, but he's got Jundy charging down at him. 4 seconds away, dropping under now. So he's got 3 laps left to try and keep that 11th position. Twiggy, the only car in this little group not to have any track limit penalties. Concept is gaining, but he does have 6 seconds. He's currently 3.4 away from the big Spartan in front. Elias pushing onto the back of AlphaTauri Wolf. He's still not managed to get this overtake done, but he does have the 3 seconds, so isn't the be-all end-all. I can't tell if the 2 are gaining on the Alpine driver in front. 2.2 seconds adrift shortly from Morgan. As Concept passes Twiggy into the very slow corner. Twiggy looked like he's getting a better exit though, but I think Concept's just got a bit more ERS to burn. He is up into P9. Twiggy just needs to keep 6 seconds within the McLaren driver, and they'll re-get that position back at the end of this race. We've got this and 1 more lap of racing to go. Wide Vader not making a move at the end of this DRS straight. So will he have to settle for P2? Or will he leave it down to the last lap just to show that he can overtake Rajvosa on track, albeit reinstated at the checkered flag? Wide Raider dubbing the inside just a little bit as Jundi gets that move done on Alezu. Jundi going wide a little bit. Alezu, will he fight back into turn one? Jundi later on the brakes and without that front wing damage manages to get up into P11. Both have a 3-second time penalty. We'll look back through the order. Elias still behind AlphaTauri Wolf, but they've caught up to the back of the Alpine driver. So will AlphaTauri Wolf look to make a move on Morgan? Might not be this lap, but might see a move on the final lap as Wide Raider and Rajvosa come around the final corner for the penultimate time of this race. Will Wide Raider make a move into turn one? He looks to go down the inside, but he brakes early. Pushing the V-carb along. Wide Raider certainly has the pace. But I think for his championship hopes, he just wants to make sure that he gets this car home in one piece, which will be a big boost for his championship hopes. Is he looking to go around the outside? Rajvosa covering the inside. Wide Raider going for a bit of a switchback. Rajvosa's going to cover the inside, but has he gone deep? No, he's not. He covers it off. He defends well. Elias manages to get that overtake done on AlphaTauri Wolf. Missed that in that little battle. But will Elias now look to make a move on Morgan? He cuts the corner just a little. As the front two are going through the castle section. Heading into the 90-degree left-hander. Wide Raider going the long way round. Will he get a better exit? No, I think Rajvosa will stay in front. Oh, Wide Raider braking late there. Careful on the final lap. Just needs to bring this car home in one piece. Rajvosa comes around the final few corners and wins the Singapore Grand Prix in what I hope this time is going to be his first victory in wheel-to-wheel racing. Wide Raider kept him on his toes, but he has to settle for P2. JW Curtis will come on P3. Cayenne. Oh, I thought he binned it before the line. Cayenne comes on to finish P4. Alpine teammate, I think she will go on to finish P5. It's been a good battle. Elias maybe a lap too late to try and make an overtake. Morgan comes home to finish P5. Elias will have to settle for P7. AlphaTauri Wolf will reinstate to P6. Concept will take on P8. The Big Spartan after his quali ban will come on P9. Good result for him. Or will that be taken by Twiggy? No, it won't. Twiggy will take P10. Jundi, after having a front wing damage and an AI pitting, he has to settle for P11. Elazu will take on points once again. He'll come on P12. Void finished P15 after a few front wing changes and finishes the race with a broken front wing once again. Alfie will come around the final few corners in his Scuderia Ferrari to take on P13. Well done to him. And Lazarus on his debut will bring home that Haas with front wing damage in P14 and 3 seconds. There we are. What a very entertaining Singapore race. It was difficult for overtakes with the wet weather. But all in all, very, very clean racing. Cayenne takes home the driver of the day, making some very important overtakes after his quali ban. He's done a very good job today. But there you are. Rajvosa takes home the win in what was a great Singapore race for him. He had an amazing first stint. Concept takes the fastest lap, so he will get an extra point for that. But yeah, very good Singapore race. I will grab the race director in case anybody needs it. There you are. But yeah, thank you to everyone that joined us. I really appreciate everybody watching along and everybody down in the chat. If you've not already done so, please subscribe. We would really appreciate that, and I hope you can join us next weekend in Portugal for round 10 of 13 in Wheel Tour Racing. Thank you, that's all for me, and see you next